know the Spirit takes this and goes with it, because we were supposed to start prosperity this Sunday. But we can't start prosperity until we get clear about who we are. And then once we get clear around who we are, to truly embrace that. It has to do with prosperity. You see, you can't truly have prosperity unless you truly love you. Now, you can have a talent, but you can't have true prosperity. See, prosperity is more than money. There are things in prosperity that are intangible. And part of it is the joy of life. You can't box that. You can't sell that. That is a piece of embracing who you are. Health is a piece of prosperity, because if you are not healthy, you are spending your money going here, there, and trying to find out what is wrong with me. And in most cases, what's wrong with you is you don't love you. Okay? Right? We could go to doctor after doctor after doctor, but the bottom line, it comes back to, what are you feeling about you? You, all by yourself. I thought about it this morning. If you were stuck in a room with yourself, could you stand it? You know what I'm saying? Without the radio, without the earplugs and the music and the telephone, just you. Could you stand it? Yeah. See, because the reality is that this stuff that's in you and is in you forever. It's in you. And a lot of times we spend time looking out here to make us feel good in here.
And it's not there.
Looking in all the wrong places for love. See, and half the time we don't know what we're looking for. We just looking. I don't know, girl, what you doing tonight? I don't know. Let's go look. You know, I'm hungry. Let me call somebody else so we can go eat together. Why? It's nice, but I mean, can you eat by yourself? Can you have a good meal all by yourself? See, so I want to kind of bring this home, because part of my ministry is recognizing your talent and stepping into it. So when Zana got up here and talked, that's what it's really about, is knowing that there is something within me that I'm to bring to the table. And the piece about it is, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. So, you know, I can't ignore this whole thing that's going on this week with Michael. And I want to take you down a little bit of what I have looked at and embraced around this young man. Because he was a talent. He was a young guy, a young kid who had a talent. He not only had a talent, he was ready to use the talent. But very interesting about him is he never took any lessons for dancing or for vocal or for production. He was brilliant. He was a genius. And what he did was he studied. He observed those who he felt did a good job. And he not only did what they did, but he brought it to the table and twisted it, added on to it. See, sometimes what we do is we'll look at somebody and say, oh, I like what they do, and we do the same thing. Who needs you? Oh, I didn't even say it like that. Yes, I did. Right? If they're doing it, what do you need it for? You're needed to add on to it and do it better. So he studied, and we know biblically we are told to study and show myself approved. Now, a lot of times people think study the Bible. No, it's study life. It's study the things that you're endeavoring to do. Get a grip, see how it works. It doesn't mean you have to do it like somebody else, but understand the workings of it. We each come here with genius in us. Woo! Because we come here as God. What else is it? What else is it? Genius is within us. So I'm I was a little kid. Now, my mother did not discourage this. She allowed me to do my little drawings and show it in my little pictures and whatever. But when I got to 9th grade, my mother said, enough. Do you really think you're going to make a living at this? Come on now. So this was the first time that I saw my mother stop me in my pursuit of whatever, anything, God, whatever. And it really made a difference. Because what happened was, I stuck that talent somewhere. And I went on and did what I had to do, got my degree, and guess what? I was doodling all along. It didn't die, it just took a low-key position. And when I graduated and was teaching, I decided it was time to bring the talent back out. And I entered into a contest. And the kind of work I do, if you don't know my work, I do fabric collages. Where Romero Beard did paper, I do fabric. And the first show I went out into in Brooklyn, New York, was in Fulton Street. It was 1 block long, across from Boys and Girls High. 1 block, okay? Down and back. Brand new idea. Well, I won awards. Then the next piece I went for was the Washington Square exhibit, which is a major exhibit in New York. I was not accepted. See, and that was good. Tell me what I can't do. I love it. That's good. That pushes me even harder. And I put in mind, into the mind of God, that I was going to do this and be successful in it. And very interesting, I did not go to audition the next year, but they called me. And my sister remembers this. They put me on a block away from everybody else. I was 2 blocks away when the judges came around. I said to my sister, hold the fort. I went down, found the judges and said, excuse me, y'all need to come right up to it. And I brought them up, and they looked at my work, and I won an award. Well, they were embarrassed. Why was I 2 blocks away? So all of a sudden, they got me moving, and I joined the rest of the crew. Hello. Long story short, I studied after I began to do my work. So I had already established the style and an idea of what I wanted to express in God. So when I did the study did not influence my style. It simply gave me the tools to begin to do other things. When I listened to the work around Michael, I saw the same thing. He had the talent, he stepped into the talent, and then he began to study and watch people and see who was successful. What were they doing? And he began to use those tools. One of the things that was quite clear, and I think that most people feel it, is that this particular being always wanted love from particular people. And what's interesting about that is that you don't always get it the way you want it. Sometimes you don't get it at all. Because whoever you're looking at doesn't have the capacity to give you the kind of love you're asking for. They just can't do it. One, they don't love themselves. If you don't love yourself, you can't love somebody else. You can't. Yet we pull and pull and pull and pull and feel that because you don't approve of me, I'm not worthy. Did I hit some toes? Because you are not approving of me, and you are not loving me the way I want to be loved. I, therefore, don't feel worthy. And I'm going to spend my entire life endeavoring to get your attention. The truth is that the path this young man took to get on this planet, he obviously needed a taskmaster to get him into the industry. That was his dad.